couch on my shirt.
Yes.
Absolutely. I didn't know that it was a shirt that much on camera, you can't even tell that there's a shirt.
It's like that scene in Ocean's 11 when they, when Lamarck trying to rob them. Says we're live.
He said he's gonna text me online. I'm not sure if we're gonna go live. Live on YouTube.
Should I sing a song? Sing a song, do a little dance.
I don't think so. You want to do that today? That's how you feel?
Are we live?
I don't think so.
Live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Hello, everybody. You tuned into the 19th episode of Greatest Hits here on the Hundreds TV. My name is J Boozy, and I'm here taking you into the Hundreds archive every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, every Tuesday, we'll pull timeless classics out of the vault, tell you the stories behind each of them, as well as talk to some of the designers and creatives that brought them to life. Not today, though. I'm rolling solo. J Boozy on the solo tip again. Uh-oh. Are we going to have an impromptu guest or? Now, while you'll be able to watch, you'll be able to chat with other viewers as well as ask us questions about your favorite classics from the hundreds past. You can also hit the shopping cart tab and purchase these one-of-one pieces for your personal collection. Now, this is the live shopping network component of tv.thehundreds.com. J Boozy here every single Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, there's still a few amazing pieces from last week that you can still get, and I also wanted to recap on what we are doing this week.
Did you sell this shirt yet?
No, we haven't sold this shirt yet. Hundreds, everybody, impromptu.
This is the only shirt that you guys should be buying right now. If this is still available, it's insane to me. Okay? Look, original tag. This is when we made this shirt when we had plastic tags. We didn't even know how to put size labels in. That's how old. That's how old this shirt is. We had to put a separate size label in. It's Rosie the Riveter. Bobby made his style. This shirt's really old. This shirt's got to be
What, probably
16 years old. 15, 16 years old.
So we're looking at a 2003.
And it's brand new, dead stock.
Right out the pallet.
You got to get it. I'm telling you to buy it right now. It's very important. This is a piece of history. I actually can't even believe we have it for sale.
So you heard it from the man himself. Ben Hundreds, everybody. The one and only. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
All right, so as I was saying, this is a shopping network. So every single week, we come out with a new collection of t-shirts straight out of the Hundreds archive. There are still a couple amazing pieces from last week's episode and previous week's episodes. We're going to get into the tee itself, but I wanted to bring out the OG 9 t-shirt, the white on white colorway. We're going to be featuring a white on black colorway today, but we'll go ahead and give you a zoom up. And so this is, again, the white on white. It's really bright, but it's all good. Again, this t-shirt features 9 classic Hundreds logos, mostly around the Old English script, which encapsulates West Coast style and aesthetics, everybody. If you're just joining us, Greatest Hits, episode 19, J Boozy here. Shout out Mike Green. our producer, handling the 1s and 2s, the 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s. And shout out Duke of London for always giving us the support and love we need. Go ahead and check out all of the great blog content Andrew London, our head editor at the Hundreds, has been doing this week. We actually have a really, really cool collab coming up, which is something I wanted to feature. So I don't know if you paid a little attention to our greatest hits set, but this isn't an ordinary couch that I'm sitting on. This is actually a one-of-one custom Modernica couch. So a couple things. Modernica is a West Coast furniture brand basing their aesthetics and design around mid-century modern, which is, you know, pretty trendy, pretty poppin'. Good way to make your place look plain, simple, yet aesthetically pleasing and luxury. Modernica, my email is justinesposito@thehundreds.com. Please, I will send you my invoice ASAP for the product placement. You are welcome. Greatest hits, everybody, episode 19. But yeah, so what I'm sitting on is a custom Kenny Scharf one-of-one couch. And that is significant because this week we are doing technically our third collab with Kenny Scharf. We collabed with him earlier in 2019, 2020 on our first installment, part 1 of The Hundreds by Kenny Scharf. Now, that's an important wording for us here at The Hundreds because whenever we do, so we have normal collabs, you know, like The Hundreds X back to the, or, you know, let me think of one, The Hundreds X Pepsi. But whenever we do a collection based around artists or an artist series, it's always The Hundreds by said artist. So this is the second part of The Hundreds by Kenny Scharf, and I'm sitting on the one-of-one Kenny Scharf Modernica couch, and this is really cool because this is the collab print from 2015. They came out with some really, really cool all-over prints. We're going to go ahead and give you a zoom up of this big-ass cushion that I'm holding in my hand. Right, so Kenny's really good at making these sort of like nautical, aeronautic, like, I don't even know what to call these guys, just like little gizmos, little blobs, little pieces from the cosmos, so to say. So what's really significant about that is also camouflage. You didn't even know there was a shirt there, did you, Leonard, ladies and gentlemen? You want to see my magic trick again? Mike, you ready? You ready, Mike? Oh yeah, greatest hits, episode 19, Free J Boozy, Oh, the shirt comes out of nowhere, magically appears. What the fuck's good, everybody? Again, this was an actually unreleased piece from the 2015 collection. It was just sitting in our archives. Very cool addition to the vast Hundreds archive that we have been building and curating for the past, 17 years or so. So then again, this is the 2015 take on Kenny Scharf. We have the one-of-one shirt, the one-of-one Modernica couch, which brings me to teasing what's going to be available this week. The new updated Kenny Scharf. Everybody, first look. First sneak peek here at the Hundreds HQ, joined by your host, Free J Boozy. The handsome man who has had to cover this beautiful, handsome face for weeks now. Such a shame. But now, again, this will be available this week. And as we kind of teased in past episodes, if you're a Hundreds super fan and you're wondering how to get first access to this stuff, go ahead and text Bobby on the community app. It'll add you to our community text-based alert list, which will send you a link directly to the collections about 6 hours before they actually drop to the rest of the general public. So if you're a Kenny Scharf super fan like I am, go ahead and get on community and get early access to that stuff. Special quick shout out to Sandy Mosqueda, our social media coordinator, doing a great job helping us get everything together for Greatest Hits. You are appreciated, Sandy. We love you here at the Hundreds HQ. Okay, let's get into this week's haul. So again, we're talking about the Rosy Tea. Let me just tell you what Ben Hundreds was yelling about here earlier. So of course, tag history is insanely important when it comes to vintage clothing in general. Also very important when defining the eras of the Hundreds. So, we have changed our tags many times over the years. There's a good period of 03 to 04, 05. 05, 06, 07 has a vibe. 07, 09 has a vibe. 2009 to 13 has a vibe. And 13 to 18 has a vibe, and now we have our most updated tag. Now, this is the first tag. This is part of the first series of t-shirts that the Hundreds was really producing back in 2003, 2004. Another fun fact is Bobby Hundred's current wife was actually the digitalized model on this shirt. Now, again, Bobby kind of swiped out, changed out the Rosie Riveter, gave her tattoos, but this was on a project that Bobby and his once upon a time future bride-to-be were working on together. So that's really cool to just see how creative processes may lead to bigger things in life. You like that, Mike? Hey, that was a good little moral of the story, man. Let's run that back. Creative processes, you never know where they're going to bring you in life, right? Don't matter if you're painting, you don't know if you're the Pablo Picasso today yet. You don't know if you're the next Virgil Abloh. But the important thing is consistency. Don't ever let anybody else tell you how to do your shit, unless it's a good pointer. You know what I mean? Like, take good criticism, but also don't let people that you think don't really know what you're talking about tell you what to do. You know what I mean? Like, fuck out of here. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and give you a close-up of this tag. This is like OG. This is like the curvy tag before it was like even tight. This is like so old. Beautiful, blast from the past, of course. Medium hang tag. Tag history is so important with vintage clothing. Again, I'll show you the front hit of this little detail shot. Rosie's hard. And then strength in numbers is a very classic hundreds moniker that we've revisited many, many times in the past. The idea of you are stronger in numbers, you're stronger with a bigger community, which reminds me, go register to vote, everybody. 3 weeks out. 3 weeks out. There's a lot of really great resources that help you with your ballots that were mailed home. So there's really no excuses, everybody. You can drop them off at a poll place. There's tons of poll places open 24 hours. And yeah, let's get it. Let's prove that strength is in numbers, right? Free J Boozy, greatest hits, episode 19. Here every 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, going through the 100 retrospective, taking you through the 100s archive, doing a select drop live shopping network. If you hit the shopping cart tab, you can purchase any of these for your one-of-one collection. All right, let's move on. All right, so this
Yo,
we're back.
let me double check, but I think so.
Are we back?
I'm double checking right now.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't really know either. All good though.
Yeah, we're back live.
Hey, we're back, everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It's crazy, man. With a face this good looking, you don't even realize how much you miss it until it's gone. So I'm glad this face is back here for you. Welcome back to the 100's Greatest Hits, episode 19. My name is Free J Boozy, joining you here every 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on tv.thehundreds.com. Sorry about that. We cut out with our simulcast live stream. Fucking technology. So yeah, what I was saying is this is from the Hundreds Pepsi collab back in 2015. A couple of really, really cool just points about this project in general. First of all, Pepsi is one of the biggest fucking companies in the world. It's pretty fucking sick that the Hundreds is able to work on them in that capacity, able to actually license the product, license the art, and create their own narrative and story. So if you look at the Hundreds in general, it's a retrospective of Ben and Bobby's lives, but you can kind of apply that to a lot of different things. So if it's a brand retrospective about the history of two individuals, a lot of the times when we deal with other certain artistic properties, we want to dig into the history of those artistic properties. So take Pepsi, for instance. The Pepsi concept was, Pepsi has been advertising extremely iconic Americana ads since the 1940s, basically. And so with the genius of Bobby, of course, he took his favorite Pepsi ads from the 40s, the 1940s, the 1950s, the 1960s, 1970s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and shot his homegirl, Denise Schaefer, who is now a very well-known and successful actress. Back in 2014-15, though, she was the face of this capsule of this collection. So she was actually the model that was pieced in all of these different ads. So if you go ahead, there's a really, really great resource as our blog has all of this great historical information from the hundreds past. The article about Pepsi in particular gives you a great reference to like what was actually going on, because it shows the original ad reference from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s, 2000s, whichever shirt it was. And then directly next to that is the hundreds take on it, right? So this is from the archive, and part of the character of vintage t-shirts is the wear, right? So just because something in the condition section says, for instance, this one says 6 out of 10, doesn't mean it's like a shitty product. It just means it has the wear and tear and has been handled and is now on the second span of its life, you know what I mean? And this is also an act of sustainability. Always try to use what's there instead of reproducing stuff. So this is the 90s t-shirt, which is the 90s ad take on the Pepsi, the hundreds collection back from 2015. We're gonna go ahead and give you a detail shot. So again, Denise Schaefer, very 90s in style, even as far to go with the 90s product placement of the actual can. So again, if you are able to like look, and of course, probably the sickest thing, the fucking Pepsi bomb. God. And so, you know, there's a couple of big hits with this. You know, one, being able to alter the Pepsi logo in any capacity is super huge in any license deal. You know what I mean? When you're talking about of something as culturally significant and just kind of woven into Americana culture as Pepsi, fuck Coca-Cola. I'm about my Pepsi, bro. No, honestly, I don't really drink soda. Unless it's Jarritos, our wonderful family style food festival partner. Shout out Sev, shout out Zach, shout out the Miami boys. Hey, family style food festival. Let's go. Gang, 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 gang. Back to the Pepsi tea. So this is for sale now. This is a size XL. Definitely fits a little closer to a large, but you know, don't be shy. And again, so if you want to recap to our article or our blog post about the Pepsi Hundreds collab, again, there's a 40s ad, there's a 50s ad, 60s ad, 70s ad, and this is the 90s ad. I'm a 90s baby. I really resonate with the style of photography and whatnot. Makes you kind of think like you're looking at Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. Now I'm just singing Eminem lyrics in my head, right? The real Slim Shady, Mike Green, everybody, our producer in-house, kicking it on the other end of the screen. We're gonna give you one more detail shot. Also something else about the tag. Limited plus editions tag, which is what all of the heavy collabs were getting back in the mid 2000s. Yeah, nice little atom bomb hit. Tags are really important, man. Just as important as the graphic. Let's go ahead and do the data supply. Indecisive, you know, am I going this way? Am I going that way? Am I salsa dancing? Yeah, don't let Boozy catch you at the club, man. Or swipe you off your feet, girl. Nah. Okay, so this is kind of a good thing to talk about because the fucking Dodgers lost last night. God, dude, they got fucking beat, son. Or 2 nights ago, whatever it was. Jeez. It was like top of the ninth and it was like 1-1. It's like, oh, sick, extra innings. No fucking baseball fan actually likes extra innings. I've already been at the ballpark for way too long, spent way too much money on beer. Now you're all full of asada fries, just trying to get the fuck out of here. You tell me I gotta stay for, got him a total of 12 more outs. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. So this is really, really sick because if you think about like streetwear history and Fairfax in particular, the hundreds and Diamond Supply have very, very similar trajectories in terms of like their brand development and growth. Of course, Diamond Supply is just as legendary in the streetwear game as the hundreds. And this is really cool because this was a collaborative piece, you know. There's kind of certain unsaid turf wars and competitiveness on Fairfax, especially when you're two businesses that are in a similar industry, just doors away from each other. You know, there's bound to be tension, of course. And so what's really cool is that the hundreds and Diamond were able to come together on a project and really collaborate on, you know, the greater streetwear community. And of course, like the Dodgers better get their shit together because if the motherfucking Astros win the motherfucking World Series again, I'm going to be so fucking mad. It'll almost be as bad as if Trump is, if the Astros win the World Series and Trump gets reelected, I'm fucking over it, dog. I'm going to be so fucking pissed. God damn it. So with that said, make sure everybody's registered to vote. Again, voting is a preference. I have my preferences, of course, but we make it really easy on our website. We have a lot of resources to actually vote and register for vote. You know, mail-in ballots is a real thing. Yeah, contribute to your society, everybody. Should be a guidance counselor, huh? God, it could have been, right? Past life. All right, so this is, again, the Grand Slam tee back from 2009. And yeah, this is baseball themed, of course, featuring the hundreds and the hundreds and Diamond Supply's mascots. We got Adam Bomb and Lil Cuddy. The shirt came in many different colorways, but here's a really cool play. So if you play into the whole switch hitting concept of baseball, it's when you can either bat right-handed or left-handed, of course. And so the idea is that the hundreds only dropped, there's a fly on the set. They're gonna Mike Pence me. Where'd it go? Yeah. This fly, I will not get Mike Pence by this fly. Fuck that. See how on it I was, dude? That was crazy. What was I saying? Oh, switch hitting. All right, so switch hitting are either right or left, handed right at the pat. So it was really cool is the hundreds and diamond are only doors away from each other. If you've ever been to Fairfax Avenue in Fairfax District in Los Angeles, they're about 5 or 6 doors down from each other. So at Diamond, they had specific colorways that were only specific to their store. And then the hundreds dropped 3 colorways that was only available at the hundreds. Yeah, so this is the hundreds one with the hundreds tag from 2009. Again, Lil Cuddy and Adam Bomb square off in the big leagues.
Little tag shot.
What's up with flies, dude? It's like everything I'm thinking about is flies. There it is. Okay, so yeah, this is for sale now. And if you're just joining us, this is Greatest Hits. I'm Free J Boozy, taking you into the hundreds archive every 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on tv.thehundreds.com. And if you're joining us from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, hello. Shout out Boozy. The hundreds greatest hits, everybody. So let's move on to the 90. So this is really important tee in the hundreds history. This is the 90. It has 9 different logos, kind of all based around Old English style, other script styles as well. What's significant about this is this has been developed within the brand history. There's a 9T, there's an 18T, there's a 27T, there's a 36T. So it's all
You're live.
oh shit, we're back. Oh shit, we're back, everybody. Hundreds greatest hits. Sorry about that technical difficulties. The Wi-Fi keeps cutting out on my end and it's fucking up everybody's time. So go ahead, hit the comment tab, say fuck you, Boozy, you're the worst. Why can't you get your shit together, Boozy? We all hate you. Your hair's stupid. That's not true though. My fucking hair's awesome. So, so back to the 9T. Again, 9 logos surrounding the hundreds and all different script types. Sample from Bobby Hunter's collection. I had the white one for reference. So the really cool thing is there's a white on white, there's a black on black, there's a black on white, and there's a white on black. This is the white on black. Great addition to your personal collection. If you're like a 2000 streetwear nerd like I am, this is definitely essential. Go ahead and give you a zoom in. Ooh, look at that fucking production quality. Shout out Mike fucking Green. Just something to really like point out. We got Atom Bomb. We got the mixed media logo with the Jags font. That shit is hard. Now, if you know about Jags, it's usually that we use that fabric print in a lot of different things, like the insides of our pockets, webbings of shirts and stuff like that. And then, yeah, public label, of course, that if you know, Solid Bomb, public label, mixed media with Jags. Honestly, forgot that one. Is an OG Atom. So go ahead and get a lot of flavor, a lot of bang for your buck, a lot of spice in this dish, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Migraine? Shout out Migraine, everybody. Yeah, can keep it moving to the propaganda artist himself. So the reason I say propaganda is we're not unfamiliar with Ron English at the hundreds or even here on Greatest Hits. We featured some of his amazing work in the past. This shirt is fucking crazy. Ron English, you're a psycho in the best way. So yeah, Ron English is basically like the Dennis Rodman of pop art, right? So this is why. Came up in the 80s, was one of the first ones to do it. Everybody thought he was fucking crazy for doing it, doing his way himself, and now everybody's trying to get on that, right? Very similar to Rodman. Everybody thought fucking Rodman was crazy for wearing wedding dresses and shit. Now, oh wait, now Young Thug's your favorite fucking rapper, so all of a sudden it's the coolest shit ever, yeah, right? So that's my TED Talk. I know our producer Andrew London is like on the other side of this, just like, yo, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Like, this guy is so annoying. Look, Andrew Loki hates when I touch on anything rap music. Because it's just like, you know, it's like the one thing I can't do with Andrew. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, what? Okay, so this is the Ron English collab. Back from 2011. Yeah, Ron English back from 2011. This is the Cowgirl t-shirt. Now, the style of art that you would call Ron English is photorealism. That's kind of when you take elements from real life and kind of really put like kind of a twist on them. So in this one in particular, think of the term cowgirl, you don't actually think of a cowgirl, you think of a yeehaw cowgirl, like, you know, like riding a steed, riding this Mustang through the Great Plains, riding a Pinto. It's kind of funny how all cool cars are named after horses, right? Right? Anyway, so this is the Cowgirl t-shirt, and again, the photorealism. So what was really cool about this collection in general is the hundreds based this off of the hundreds. Sorry, one of my coworkers just fucking walked by, just the set, just straight up, just like flicking me off. Like, I'm not gonna laugh. They think it's like so formal that I'm not about to just fucking call them out. You know what I mean? This isn't no fucking scripted show. This is Greatest Fucking Hits here on tv.thehundreds.com. Here with Free J Boozy coming live from Vernon, California, the Hundreds HQ, going over the Ron English tee back from 2011. Okay, this is, where was I? Okay, so Propaganda, right? Great documentary about Ron English. You can really check about his culturally significant pieces over the years called Propaganda. He was the godfather of street art in a lot of ways, has influenced everybody from Shepard Fairey to Bobby Hundreds. So we'll give you a detailed shot of this. This t-shirt is a size XL. Honestly, like the perfect size for this t-shirt because the graphics just like hits so hard. Again, really freaky photorealism from Ron English. This is the Cowgirl tee. Another cool thing. So again, whenever we do an artist collab, we use the moniker the Hundreds by. So this is the Hundreds by Ron English collection. And we did a little store meet and greet back in 2011 for this as well. And so yeah, this is available for your personal collection now, the Raw English Cowgirl t-shirt. If you're just joining us, this is Greatest Hits. I am Free J Boozy, joining you here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. 7 Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, taking you to the Hundreds archive. Now, if you have any questions, you can always hit the chat section, as well as check the shopping cart section to see what we have uploaded for episode 19. So every single week, we are here with you, dropping a new collection of vintage tees from the Hundreds retrospective. Gang. Mike fucking Green. It's kind of lonely on set today, Mike, right?
Just a little.
Just a little, right? No Duke, no random fucking coworkers coming in here trying to harass me, get my camera time, trying to steal my camera time. No. So yeah, this tee's for sale now. What else we got? Is that it? No, we got one more.
One more.
Oh, just to inform you, the Diamond Hundreds tee has sold. Gonna go to a great new home, I assume. And again, this is a live shopping network, so any of the stuff you're seeing being featured on today's show is completely shoppable right now. And we will put all of the love in our hearts in the package to make sure it gets there okay. Shout out whoever caught the diamond tee, going to a great new home. I hope I'm not annoying to you. And just like, dude, shut up and just give me my shirt. I'm just trying really hard to tell you these stories. All right, yo. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, for real. Oh, Free J Boozy, everybody, here with episode 19 of Greatest Hits. The last piece.
Ron English sold.
Ron English sold. Shit, that was fast. Damn, Ron English sold. So again, Cowgirl Tee just sold. Again, this is a live shopping network. Any of the pieces featured on today's show are available on the shopping cart tab. So this is the Hundreds X US Acres tee. Now, after the massive success of Garfield, creator Jim Davis developed a new comic strip aimed at younger fans called US Acres. Now, most comics were pointed at adults at the time because they read the newspaper, right? But Jim Davis wanted to create something kids could enjoy too. It's kind of crazy to think that comics weren't always just for fucking kids.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? In addition to comic book strip, Davis also inserted animated US Acres shorts into the television episodes of Garfield on Saturday morning. Now, from left to right, you have Sheldon, Booker, Bo, Wade, Orson, Roy, Lanolin in the graphic. The shirt was only made available at the Hundreds brick and mortar store, Garfield Art Show pop-up hosted in Santa Monica. So for the first time ever, this is available online, right? So we'll go ahead and give you a detailed shot. Now, there is some sun staining with this shirt, but definitely not enough to like stray away from actually purchasing it. Now, it's always a huge deal when you're using big Jim Davis or creative entities of anything at this level. And so to be able to actually alter the art and put all these fucking dudes in hoodies, this shit is lit. This looks like me and my dumbass friends in middle school. You know what I mean? Like everybody, matter of fact, every group of dudes definitely like, that's like industry right now is like had these goons. And if you didn't, like, damn, you know what I mean? Like for instance, like that was like for sure me. It's for sure my dumbass friend Brendan. That's Colin Moran's ugly ass. You know what I mean? That's fucking Colin Betancourt's stupid fucking ass. And who even knows? That's the kid we couldn't get rid of. Anyways, another really cool thing about this is the alteration on the solid bomb with Garfield. Very, very, very dope to actually be able to alter Garfield fully and immerse him in the Hundreds world. Another cool little thing. The Garfield tags on this really fucking hit. Again, tag history is so important with everything. It doesn't matter if it's a vintage tee, if it's a Supreme tee, if it's a Hundreds tee. There we go. 2X for sale now. And that, my friends, concludes episode 19 of Greatest Hits. Now, again, some really cool things happening this week in the Hundreds universe. We had the Kenny Scharf collab releasing this week. And of course, I'm on the Kenny Scharf 1-of-1 Modernica chair. We showed you the 1-of-1 Kenny Scharf pocket tee. I forgot to mention there's a little pocket on there. And yeah, so you can get the 2020, winter 2020 update that will be available first through the community-based app. You can always text Bobby your questions, concerns, and whatnot for early access to the collection, as well as if you just want to say hello. Other than that, it has 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will drop it in store on Fairfax Avenue at 11 a.m. on Thursday morning. So yeah, Kenny Scharf this week. And that's it for this week's episode of Greatest Hits. Thank you to everybody who tuned in to the Hundreds TV. A huge shout out to anybody who copped a piece from today's show. We really, really, really appreciate the support. The only reason we do this is because you all enjoy it. We enjoy sharing these stories with you. You can check us out here every Tuesday, 4 p.m. right here on the Hundreds TV, and hit the app or the online shop to get your hands on any of the greatest hits pieces you saw featured on today's show. Now, also, do not forget to register to vote. You can use the excuse me. You can check the vote tab, and it makes it really easy to register to vote right off of our website. You can truly make a difference with some simple tasks. They'll mail you your ballot at home, you just mail it back, and you can contribute to constitutional democracy, which is apparently what we live in. Like always, man, Free J Boozy, Greatest Hits, episode 19. We will see you next week for episode 20. Thanks, guys.